everybody, it's Joy from the Women's AI Visibility Institute, and this week we're focusing on bias in the data across 3 platforms. I've talked about bias in the data on ChatGPT for quite a while now. That's how WAVE actually got started, was noticing the trends and the bias in the data. But this week we're going to talk about all 3 platforms. So today we're going to start with ChatGPT. That's where WAVE started. We started researching how women show up in AI search. And what we found with ChatGPT is 2 ways in which they have bias in the data. The first is the historical data. They pull training data from 2008 to 2024. So the bias in the data was inherited. That's what they got, because back in 2008, 31% of the attorneys were women. So that means men were conference speakers, men wrote articles, men were cited in cases, all these areas in which men were the focal point. So when ChatGPT comes around, it pulls all this data from 2008 to 2024, and overwhelmingly it is men. It's not that ChatGPT isn't neutral, it's that it had inherited bias in the data. So that's the one side of the coin. The second side of the coin is live search. So ChatGPT also does a live search, and the bias in the data is from the volume, because women aren't cited as much as men on cases. They don't write their own blogs. They aren't mentioned in articles, or they don't write articles. They're not doing YouTube videos. We know this for sure. That's one of the things that we study. And let me give you a for instance. On a lot of law firms' blog page, they might have blogs, and might is the key word there. And if they do have a blog page, it's not written by a person. It's just dated with a title. That is an area where a woman could write a blog for the firm that she's working for and have it named for her. Women should be doing YouTube videos all the time. You should be saturating the market with YouTube. Share your expertise. Give tips. If you're a divorce attorney, lay out what's expected when you're going through the divorce process. I could give you 10 topics on that, literally. If you're a personal injury attorney, same thing. How to not be taken advantage of by insurance companies. What are the top 5 mistakes people make after they get into an accident? How to hire the right attorney, on and on, demonstrating your expertise. YouTube, blogs, huge, easy wins. So bringing more content that ChatGPT can pull from is a way to even out the scales for women. Bias in the data is a huge problem, and it's a problem on every platform, and women have to know about it and take action. So just know in summary that ChatGPT has 2 avenues of bias in the data. One that it inherited and you can't do anything about, and the other is the live search, which you absolutely can do something about. And I encourage you, you don't have to be picture perfect, authentic selves. And what I mean by selves is informs, teaches, educates potential clients. So share your expertise, take time, do it 5 minutes in the morning, 5 minutes at lunch, or 5 minutes at the end of the day, whatever you can work into your schedule. Yes, I know it's difficult. It's difficult for me too. But it's something that has to be done if you want to be referred by AI. And trust me, for what's coming in 2027, you want to be referred by AI. If you have any questions, please reach out. Check out our website. We have webinars, we do CLE training, I have some ebooks on the website. If you want to reach out to me, please email me at joy@wavinstitute.com. Thanks so much for your time.